What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I have a very special surprise for today's video. We're introducing a new project car to the channel. Bought it from a good friend of mine in very good condition. It's a 1994 Mazda Miata. There she is, beautiful. She's got the KBD or KDB, whatever, Deuce rep kit on it. This one supposedly will never break. Fingers crossed, let's hope. I did do headlights on it, but I don't think you guys want to see that because it's really, they're not that great. They're from Amazon. It's alright. But when I get the Mishimoto headlights and I have to wire those back in, I will make sure to make a video on that because I'm sure that's something that you guys would be interested in, the Mishimoto headlights. This car, being as old as it is, has its quirks, as do all old cars. So today we're going to be fixing a couple of those things. I have to do spark plugs and spark plug wires and the obvious wiper blades. Nothing too crazy today. I do have a steering wheel video that I'm working on right now. I did a quick release. I'll show you guys that right now, but I'm sure you'll want to see what it's like to try and put one in your own car. So I'm going to show you this right here. Very nice NRG Ultra Slice wheel here. It's got the NRG short hub and NRG quick release. Overall, this is a very nice, very clean car. It did come with the factory hardtop. I have that off for today. It's the middle of February and it's like 60 degrees out, which is beautiful. So I figured I would take this thing out for a drive without the roof. And so far I've been really enjoying it. If you have one, this is definitely going to be the channel because I plan on doing a lot of stuff to this car. So we're going to pop this hood. Overall, the engine on this car is really clean for being from 1994. It does have slightly higher mileage, more than I'm used to anyway. It's got 144,000 miles, which for these isn't really that bad. I don't know if you can tell by looking at the top of it, but it's got the 1.8 4-cylinder in it that comes on the newer ones. Well, newer old cars. I'm gonna try to put this, there we go. So, my buddy who installed this kit used zip ties. Fantastic. We love zip ties around here, right? No. I do want to take this kit off. I really don't like it. I know a lot of you guys do, so maybe someday you'll be able to win it or buy it off of me. Who knows? Yeah, so the engine's really clean on this. It's got new brakes, new rotors. Just did an oil change on it. None of that stuff really matters to you guys, but it does to me because I'm driving it. I did get a new shift knob as well. I got a Likewise. Waited forever for this thing. So plans are slightly ruined because it's supposed to rain in a couple minutes. So I'm gonna go home and put this the hardtop back on, and then I'm gonna go to the store. So, oh, it's got an exhaust, by the way. Not bad. Sounds pretty good, I think. Anyway, see you guys in a couple minutes. We're back at the garage. Like I said, this came with a factory hardtop, which is really nice. Another thing that I want to do with this car, and I know I've been doing a lot of talking, I'm just excited to start making videos again. Missed you guys, and I missed making videos, and I missed working on cars. It's been a couple months, and I do want to apologize for that, for being inactive as far as posting. I have been answering comments as they come in. One more little quirk about this car is this window doesn't like to go down all the time. I'm sure now that I'm showing you, it's going to do it. But oftentimes it doesn't, and I have to keep pressing the power window button here. Yep, it does. Yeah, go figure. It does it. Oh, and another thing I absolutely hate about this car is the audio system that he put into it. This Boss audio thing, it's cheap, it works fine, don't get it. If you want like good quality sound, sure, this is fine. You're not gonna get much better out of these things. They're only as good as they can get. The beeping, that is, as far as I know, the airbag light and warning chime. The thing that makes me think that is here in the glove box, found this. Not that we need it, but I'm pretty sure this is what that is the spark, or yeah, the airbag warning light. That's why it's not on. And now to start the video, I know that was a very long intro and I apologize. We're gonna disconnect the battery to do this, so your battery should be right here. I'm gonna obvious 10mm. If you work on cars, it's fairly standard. Take that off. Now that that's off, we're gonna go up front. So now we're in the engine bay. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Oh, make sure you don't have these sticking out, but it's fine for me. So you can see here that we do have slightly new NGK wires. I got the same ones. So all you have to do for this is pull these off. Make sure you mark where these come from. I'm just going to do one at a time. So this one came off of the first cylinder, which went to the second from the left plug. So now that that's off, I got grease for everything. So I'm gonna grab a new one. Also, little heads up, these are numbered right there on the wires. So this is cylinder 1 here, this is plug 1. So we have our new wires here, we have our new spark plugs, and we have our dielectric grease for these. And again, I said this is the wrong one, but this is the one that we're going to use. So basically all I'm going to do is stick this in there and put it on top of the ceramic portion and pull the spark plugs out. We're going to check the gap that's on the spark plugs in here, and we're going to check online to see what the gap recommended is. Your spark plugs are, if you're using regular sockets, either a 5/8 or what is a 16 if you're using either of these. Both of these are the same size, so they will work. So there's our first spark plug. Looks pretty good. It is slightly burnt and there's a little bit of something there. I don't know if you guys can see that too well, but compared to the rest, there's that little bit right there. I think it's okay. It doesn't look like there's any like oil or anything. We're gonna get our trusty little gap tool. As far as I found out, the gap for your spark plugs in the engine should be between 1 and 1.1 millimeters, 0.40 inches. It also depends on which gap tool you get. They come in millimeter and inches. This one's in inches. I think it said between 0.040 and 0.44 was acceptable. So this is a good spark plug. And right there. So I'm gonna go gap this new one, and we're gonna put it in. Here's our new spark plug. All that I'm doing to gap these is going to be, sorry, it's a little cold out. That's why I have the hood up. So we're gonna check the stock gap on these. Also, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that, but there's a little thing right there. It's more pointed than the other one was. This one literally looks perfect. So we've got this one gapped here. I don't know if you're gonna be able to read that either, but it's at 0.041. So yes, your spark plugs do have a torque spec. And if you look it up online, it'll say anywhere between 11 and 17 foot-pounds of torque. I went with the trusty old middle and went with 13. So I'm gonna do that now, and this should be pretty easy. You do want to be careful with your spark plugs, as they do have ceramic on them, which tends to break pretty easily. And honestly, if you don't have a torque wrench that goes low enough for 11 to 17 foot-pounds, I recommend just doing hand tight and just a little snug, because that should work perfectly fine. You don't want to strip out the inside of this, so just be careful. Now we're going to move on to our spark plug wire. I've got brand new ones here, and they'll come just like this. They look exactly the same. So we've got number one right here. You don't have to do this, but it helps. I'm going to put some grease on both ends of this and then plug it in. Nothing crazy, just a little bit. So just put some there and some there. And then we're going to run this right. That's hot. Right there. And then plug this right there. And you'll hear them click in on both sides. That's how you know it's fine. No need to push anymore after that. But now that we're done with this, just toss them to the side. Real quick, this here is why we use grease. I'm going to show you right now. This spark plug wire, number 2 right there. So it'll go 1, 2, and then 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's the firing order too, I think. I'm pretty sure. But this one's pretty stuck on there. This one's on there pretty nice and good. This is why we use the grease, so this doesn't happen. So I got this one out. So I'm going to show you the grease. Literally just a little bit in there, and then a little bit in there, so these don't get stuck. So just sorry, I'm shaking. Just a little bit there, and a little bit right there, and that should be good. We'll plug this in. And again, I have this. It's a spark plug socket, and what it does is grasps the spark plug on the inside of the socket so that you can remove them easily. Just like that. And that's all it does. Spark plug number 2, I'm gonna check the gap. Again, it's between 0.04 and 0.43 or 0.44. And this one's good. So I don't know if it matters to you guys. You can use like little magnetic pieces to pull these out. I prefer to use this because I can screw it in just a little bit, but this literally you have to like force into, and then it just sits there and it won't come off. So I can hold it like this and put it into its little position. You want to be very careful when installing your spark plugs, as you don't want them to touch anything around. You just want it to go right in, so just be a little careful with that. All right, and there we have it. The spark plugs are in and done. I'm going to show you what it looks like. All nice and organized, just like that. So I'm going to go put the battery back on, clean up this mess, and then we'll start it up and see if she works properly. The battery is all hooked up. Now we're going to give her a quick start and hope for the best. So fingers crossed. That's another thing about this car, is it likes to squeal when it's cold. I don't know why. I'm gonna get a new tensioner for it at some point and see if that fixes it. Already, this car already seems like it's idling a lot better. I think we did a good job. Alright guys, so that's where I'm going to end the video. I think we did a pretty good job at livening this car up a little bit more and making it hopefully just a little bit better to drive. Just want to say thank you for watching the videos and being so patient, and welcome the Miata to the channel. If you guys want to see more videos like this or better, be sure to hit that subscribe button, leave a like, drop a comment. I'm very active in answering, and just want to say thank you. So I will see you guys in the next video. See ya.